Welcome to Bible Q&A with John MacArthur. John's the author of the MacArthur New Testament Commentary Series. This is Denny Nugent with another question for Dr. MacArthur, this one from Matthew 23, where Jesus called the respected religious leaders of his day hypocrites and serpents and, quote, sons of hell. Now, John, that doesn't sound very polite. Explain to us how Jesus could use such biting words.
I think, Denny, you would recognize in studying the New Testament that Jesus was never polite to the religious leaders of Israel. Never. In fact, the most impolite words that ever came out of his mouth were directed at them. In Matthew 23, you have a blistering diatribe from the lips of Jesus against the leaders of Israel. He calls them, as you pointed out, serpents, vipers, hypocrites. He says you are sons of hell, and you produce everywhere you go to make converts more sons of hell. And then he pronounces judgment on them, calls them stinking graves, all of those kinds of things. You can only imagine that if Jesus was alive today and was engaging with false religious leaders, that's exactly how he would talk to them today. Fit that into this tolerant, polite kind of evangelical culture we have. Jesus used those biting words because those people needed to be denounced strongly. For the sake of their own souls, they needed to be warned. And then he turned around and said to the populace, the people in the temple, avoid these men. These men will bring you to condemnation. Confronting false teachers is the work of Christ, and warning people about them is also the work of Christ and should be the work of every believer. But we can't be polite when people's eternal souls are at stake.
This is Bible Q&A with John MacArthur. If you'd like more on this passage, go to MacArthur.